Champion. We remain here. It's your boy Jay Black, aka Black Man. I got a special guest. Every once in a while he stops by like, Black, I'm coming through. What's up? What you doing? And I gotta to it. Shake my hand.
Shake my hand, man. Jay Black,
What's
up,
good?
man?
What's good?
I'm in the city, man. I just touched down.
Okay.
Literally. You know what I mean? I just landed less than like 40 minutes ago, and I'm here on Champion, man.
Salute. Appreciate.
That's how real ones do. You know
Appreciate the respect, man.
You know I'm tapping in, I'm checking in. What's up,
Okay.
man?
I see the shirt, the sweater. What's that about?
Oh, yeah. This is my daughter's school, you know what I'm saying? Ollanta, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? College, shout out to my daughter Raven. She's in her second year, so you know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta rep, you know what I mean, what she got going on. So love. Yeah.
Okay, salute to that. But the energy in the culture right now, I'm not blamed for it too. You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like when I'm asked, yo, Jay Black, are you done? I'm not really done, but it's like a lot of things that I want to do is gonna be done. So it's like you hear a lot of retiring. DNA says retiring.
Done how? Done? Finished?
No, I'm done, Cody. Champion of the year, like that entire process is gonna be done in 2025. So, but a lot of MCs are talking about retiring and being done, and I'm good on this. It's not the same as 10 years ago.
The energy is definitely nasty right now, man. It's nasty, man.
Yeah.
It's nasty. You see what's going on outside, man.
It's everyday nonsense, man. I just don't want to, indulge in a lot.
But what's making you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you want to put the brakes on a movement or whatever? Talk to me for a minute.
He interviewing me now. Look at that.
No, I'm just interested. I just want to see, if we got any similarities to,
okay.
You know what I'm saying, the way we feeling and all that.
I just think and I think Cody is definitely appreciated a lot.
Absolutely.
But I feel like the gears and the culture and how it's moving, it's just not for my benefit, but what I want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? And
like inside or outside of battle rap?
Outside of battle rap.
Okay.
I plan on having kids. I'm getting old, smack. I'm getting old, smack. Young Jay Black. Young shake my hand. You know what I'm saying? The reaction, I'm getting old. So in about a year or two, I plan on having kids. And I feel like for me, I love battle rap. I've been here for over a decade. And I feel like this definitely has benefited me a lot. Right. But it's never been the super priority for me. Like it's the sole thing that you're, involved in. So I got a lot of things I do outside of battle rap and in life. And I feel like when I had that kid, it's just going to be, my priority is that. And I feel like when you do a champion of the year, you got to be locked in. You got to be watching everything. You got to know what this person said in this round. And it's a lot to go into it.
Right.
And I don't want to be the sole person responsible for that.
Right.
At the end of the year, like when somebody don't win, Jay Black, you mother...
Yeah.
Imagine this person don't win, that person don't win.
I be seeing it. I be like, and you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's only one person that could win. That don't take away anything from anybody else. You know what I mean, progressing in, the culture for that particular year. But at the end of the day, only one person could win. Only one female could win. Only one male could win. And then, you got hundreds of different MCs in each, gender of, artists when it comes to the culture. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand it's a tough position.
I'm the guy to blame, but I'm also the guy. So it's like two ways, because I'm the guy to blame, but I'm also the guy to get the flowers. Like, yeah, Black, we need this. We support this.
Right.
So I can kind of see, in a sense for you, because you're smack. Yeah. If something's wrong with the culture, right, we go to the pillars.
Yeah.
You can fix it. Do you get that? Like, okay, the energy is this, is that?
Not all the time, because I just feel like, there's a lot of things that people don't understand that goes on behind the scenes that they don't have the information or they don't have the access to know the details of, every situation that basically may be promoted on Twitter or may be promoted on Instagram or whatever. So we in a position where we have a disadvantage because, you know what I'm saying, it's not our duty to basically reveal, all of the details in any and every situation. Just as being real dudes first and foremost, and then as being a company and trying to keep the professionalism and what it is you're doing and the relationships you have with, the talent and the artist. Like there's a certain, line of confidentiality that, like, you know what I mean, it's always got to be maintained. So you know what I mean, you could, you know, move accordingly. That's always how I practice my business, and you know, the energy that I display when it came from me personally, and you know what I mean, my movement. You understand what I'm saying? There's been plenty of times where, you know what I mean, people were shooting shots, saying slick shit online. I don't even respond, man. Like, I you know, that's not even me. I'm not cut from that cloth. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a different breed. I'll catch you in traffic if it's really like that.
Oh
then
shit.
We could, like, you know what I mean, go take a walk in the block. Or, you know what I mean, we could just, you know, have a conversation and see what comes out of it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just basically, you know what I'm saying, how I was brought up and raised. And, you know, the ones that instilled the principles and morals within inside me. That's how they, you know what I mean, taught me how to, like, handle, like, situations. So I kept that model, and, you know what I mean, I adopted that practice in my everyday, like, you know what I mean, relations when it comes to business and personal relations that I have with the people. So,
but see, that's the thing though. Like, from 2024, I feel like everything needs to be known. You know what I mean? That's kind of the gist of information now. It's more so about information or what do you know, or behind the scenes, as opposed to, let's say, when you popped out back for the URL in 2009, was it information situation back then? Like, everybody need to know everything back then? It wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't.
My knowledge, you know, the battles came on, we watched the battles, you dropped it round by round, and we did.
Word.
So it's a different
But that was
time.
the development stage.
Yeah.
You know, it was the development stage. Everything was new. Everything was pure. You know, I think, like, you know what I mean, there wasn't even no purses back then. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a different type of energy. You understand what I'm saying? We bought it, and we established a way where, you know what I mean, we could generate revenue to make it its own industry, where we could start paying the MCs to do what they love to do. So, you know what I mean, I think once that, you know, came in inception, it just kind of changed the energy. You know what I mean? It's money involved now. So now it's just like, you know what I mean, a whole different type of you know, temperament when it comes down to the culture and, you know, expectations, and, you know, everybody start, like, you know what I mean, just,
I need this, I need that. As a fan, like, buying tickets for SM1, SM2, one or two or both, I think, $40. And it had every name on there. Today's climate, you're not gonna pay 40 at all. You can't. It's no way y'all can profit or generate or make back anything with the ticket price being $40.
Nah, absolutely not.
Webster Hall at that.
Absolutely not. I mean, I blame, you know, we live in an economy where we continuously have inflation. So we gotta, you know what I mean, basically, like, you know, put that into the equation. But the expectation now, that supersedes everything. You know? Like, you know what I mean? By a lot. You know what I mean? And, you know, I just feel like, you know, a lot of times, and, you know, it's just not realistic. You know what I mean? It's just not realistic. And, you know, I tried my best to basically, like, you know, make it make sense for, you know what I'm saying, everybody involved, from, you know, the fans, from the artists, from the production people, from, you know what I mean, everything that it takes to basically put a successful event together, you know, was calculated into, like, you know, the equation of, like, you know what I'm saying, how we try to make it make sense and balance and spread it out. So, you know what I mean, we could actually have something that we could grow. And I feel like, you know, it's tough. It's definitely tough. It's a tough situation. It's a tough job. You know what I mean? We've been doing it for a long time, and it's just like, it gets to a point where it's just
He's sounding like me. We got him. He sounded like, it gets to a point where you gotta shut Champion of the Year down, man. It gets to a point.
It just becomes unrealistic. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. And you know, that's why, you know what I mean, we stick to, you know what I mean, our script. Us, you know what I mean, my brothers at the URL. We stick to our script. We stick to, you know what I mean, our guidelines. And we do what we do. You know what I mean? And we do what we could do.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's the only thing that we could do. Simple. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but again, the what I brought up initially is basically like everybody saying they're retiring. Is URL at some point got that retiring bug? Like, I gotta fall back. I might dial it back. Like, I'm never retiring. I'm gonna dial it back though.
Yeah,
Will
like I feel like I
URL?
got a responsibility to keep this art form alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you
I
know what I'm
feel
saying?
bad.
I'm the godfather of this. Like, you know what I mean? I was like the first to start to promote this art form on the DVDs. And, you know, it from there, look what we have today.
You have a lot.
You understand what I'm saying? It's worldwide. A lot of different territories in the world adopted, you know what I mean, the format, the style. You know, you got hundreds of leagues, you know,
Millions
but
of battle
like
rappers.
I mean, I just feel like, you know what I mean, I just have this special, like, you know what I mean, connection to this art form that I
Okay.
feel like I'm responsible of basically keeping it alive.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
like
if
it's
you
like
drop
it's
out-
like a fucking pirate, bro. Like, yo, your ship go, yo, you know what I mean? I'm not going down though. Like, you know what I mean? Because I mean, we got little fucking, you know what I mean, safety boats and shit. You know what I mean? But nah, I won't even say that. But it's still, yo, we thriving though. We thriving out there, and you know what I mean. But at the end of the day though, like I you know. Like I said, I just got a special connection. Yo, listen, this is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm never retiring.
Okay.
To answer your question. You know what I mean? I fall back, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? Make certain adjustments in the background, then, you know what I mean? Pop back out or whatever, just to make sure that, like, you know what I mean? Everything, you know what I mean, stays alive and keep going. But, you know, it's just a tough situation right now, man. The climate is nasty, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I mean, just to be honest, you know what I'm saying, the shit is oversaturated.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, and it's just like, you know, it's just watered down.
Talk to me about that.
It's watered down. Black, like you see it. Everybody league, battle here. It's like it's just
structure, you would say?
Yeah, it's just I just feel like it's watered down, man. I just feel like it's watered down. And you know what I mean? It's just like it's no integrity in this motherfucker.
Now you gotta break that down.
Like, I just feel like, because at the end of the day, it's just like your presentation of like how you want to be presented in the world doesn't matter. Like when it comes to, like, you know what I mean, certain, like, you know what I'm saying, MCs, everybody's check chasing. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, like, you know what I mean? Everybody's check chasing. I'm not even trying to stop nobody from getting no money. I'm not telling people not to get no money, grab your bags or whatever. But there's a repercussion to that. You know what I mean? When, you know what I mean, you continuously just, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's all over the place, you know what I'm saying? The average consumer just don't understand, like, you know, what and how or where, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just crazy. It's like the Wild Wild West.
I say for me personally, you know what I mean, to kind of answer that a little bit too. Now, when it's check chasing, again, don't get your bags, MCs. Do what you got to do. But when you fall flat in them battles at your check, that's why I think there's no integrity. Because, like, imagine you check that check for this opponent and then you just lose, like, awfully. You didn't care about that. You didn't care about you. It's a check there, and it's like you just got bodied. That's nasty.
But it's
for me,
but,
but it's one of my heroes, and it's like, oh, you just fall flat. You get 30.
They not respecting like these, like, you know.
But you took no money.
Yeah, I mean, yo, they showed up. Like, yo, listen, I'm gonna let you sell my name. I'm gonna bring them in. And I'm just gonna come in and just do what I do. I mean, that's the mentality of, you know what I mean, some people, a lot of the MCs, which I'm not, you know, I mean, they only gonna perform where it counts. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately.
But I agree with that. But also, your name is your name. Your name is your name, though, too. And I think as a league owner, let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's not use the name that's on the card right now, right? I think everybody's doing good for the most part, right? Imagine you got a major event about to happen, and then that person takes he check shakes, and then gets 30. You have to in turn sell that name as a fan. Like, yo, this man's got 30. He's on SM or 90 minute events or homecoming or whatever it is. He just got 30.
Where at?
Random league. Random league.
Don't count.
Oh.
Don't count, man. I'm just saying, though,
it just look bad.
Listen, man. I ain't make the rules of this shit.
Oh
man.
my goodness. He said it don't count.
That's how. That's and you know, rightly, like, yo, for real though, like, you know, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it happened to me a couple of times, so don't feel bad for all of the little leagues out there. You know what I mean? I can't eat that. That's where all that shit come from.
I can't eat that. I can't
You know
eat
what I'm
that.
saying? So, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, though. But like, I feel like, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I'm not, you know, condoning that behavior. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think that I'm telling MCs, yo,
don't do nothing. We go over there, don't do nothing.
I'm not
perform,
you know what I mean? Just do you. But like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just feel like, you know, with all of the different, you know what I'm saying, leagues that's just popping up everywhere, it's just basically oversaturated and watered down. I feel like, you know what I mean, the energy that the MCs, you know, there's so many different, I can't even keep count, bro.
I don't think anybody can.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, they only gonna really perform where it counts at, where it matters, where the eyeballs and, you know, the traffic is at.
I agree with that part, yeah.
That is the, you know, original sources. You know what I'm saying? The URLs, King of the Dots, you know, you know, all the other different leagues that's out there. Like, you know what I mean? That has, you know, the foundation of the history when it comes to this battle rap culture.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, it is what it is.
It seems like, you know, and again, I'm pretty sure you support it, but you can answer however you answer it. A lot of the battle rappers are doing the league thing now. Like they're taking a, you know, situation in their own hand, like a John. Calico is doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Geechee, Riot.
Hitman,
Power Moves, yup, salute to that. Bags and Bodies. Yeah, so like, how you feel about that?
It's the same thing. A league is a league. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, it ain't like, you know what I mean, people are creating their own talent. You know what I mean? They going after, you know, the established talent that, like, you know, is coming from, you know what I'm saying, the original source. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's confusing.
It's confusing.
It's confusing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
All right, let's get to this though. And while we're here, obviously, and we having general conversation, but Kings versus Queens, Summer Madness, I think it's 50-50 in terms of the, you know, the way people are, you know, kind of going at it. And I think the question that they have in their minds, and especially my comment section, is why combine Kings versus Queens at that time? They kind of want both. I'm not kicking either two.